Hi everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, as you know, here a while back, the good folks over at Elk Ridge Knives sent out a few knives to check out. They sent this one out, which is an Elk Ridge. They've also sent out some of the Tactical Elite knives to check out. And of course, both brands, Tactical Elite and Elk Ridge, are associated with SharperEdges.com, which I am an affiliate for. So I do have links there. If you guys shop there at all, feel free. Use those affiliate links. I appreciate it. But we're going to check out the Elk Ridge today. Now, this one is called the Hinterland. Very, very stout name, Hinterland. But as you can see there, you've got the Elk Ridge logo kind of milled into that G10 handle. Now, look at the texturing. You do have some really, really good texturing, which does provide you a very good grip, you know. Now, I will say that these knives are more on the budget side. I think this one runs $25.99, I believe, but it's got some decent qualities to it, which I'm liking for an inexpensive knife. You've got the orange liners as well, G10 liners. That seems to be a popular kind of combo, that green and orange. Definitely open construction steel liners in there as well. Now, the one thing I will point out is the steel liners aren't sharp or anything like that. No issues with that. But on some of these budget knives, they don't necessarily, that they stay pretty 90. I mean, if they knock it down just a little bit, it'll be a little bit more rounded. Nitpicking, yes, I get it. But, it's just something I notice on, your more budget knives. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not sharp. I'm not going to get, it's not like sticky or anything like that. But just, I don't know, something I noticed. Lanyard fans, yeah, there's not a lanyard hole per se, but I'm pretty sure you could get one on that post without much problem. You look like you've got a pretty decent amount of clearance in there. Loop over pocket clip, not exactly deep carry. I mean, you will have a little bit sticking out of your pocket. Do have recessed pocket clip screws, which, pretty recessed. I mean, they stand up a little bit, but they're, flathead screws, so I'm liking that, definitely. It is not lefty friendly. I'm sorry, my lefty friends. Yeah, sorry. But, and overall, the fit and finish on it is pretty good. It's not too bad at all. Now, as you can see, you've got two different methods for opening. You have a flipper tab. There's no jimping on the flipper tab to help with aid in that at all. And then you do have dual thumb studs. So, now this one, the detent to me seems, it's not bad. The detent's not bad. For this, I'm not really afraid it's not going to come open. Let me try to really, yeah, see that? It was a little bit lazy opening, but it came open. It's not super snappy, but it came open. But did we get lockup with that opening? Yes, we did. So, very good. Now, the one thing I will say is if you do shake it hard enough, you will pop the blade out. I haven't noticed that on a knife in quite a while, but this one, it does. So, just want to point that out to you as well. And also, it does have a little bit of lock stick. $25 knife, okay. I've seen some that do and seen some that don't. I've seen much more expensive knives have way too much lock stick on them. But there again, could it be oil? Maybe. It might be some oil. Just needs to be cleaned up. Drops action is okay. Nothing, not bad for a $25 knife, $26 knife. Not too bad. Now, it does have a lot of billboarding, and I know a lot of you are not crazy about that. Understand. ACR 13 blade on it. There you go. Hinterland right there. Yes, they are made in China. And then you do have the Elk Ridge logo there. I think they could forego the Elk Ridge logo there because, it's right here. So, that would eliminate some of the billboarding. And maybe cut this down and put it up here a little bit or something like that. Does it affect the usability of the knife? No, it's completely aesthetic. I get it. I'm big on aesthetics myself. Does it bother me? No. Would it look better if it's not there? Yes, I get it. Understand completely. Maybe some alterations that could happen. Now, the other thing I noticed on the website is it shows them in a clamshell package, and mine actually came in a box. So I'm not sure about that, but it does show it on the website as a clamshell knife. So just wanted to point that out. I don't know why, I just found it interesting that it shows them in a clamshell there, and this one came in a box, but no biggies, no worries. All right, let's do our spec check. Let's do the spec check. Lined up there. Somebody suggested, why don't you just use a ruler? Why, when there's squares here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just over 7.5 inches, 7 5/8 ish. You've got about a 4.5 inch handle, which is going to give you right about that 3 1/4 ish inch blade, full cutting edge as I measure it, and not too bad. Grip length, you're looking at about, I'm seeing, I mean, you could really come down to almost 4 inches. 3 3/4, we'll call it. We'll call it 3 3/4, and that's how it looks in my 3 3/4 inch hand. You know, about for me, when I'm gripping a knife like this, 3.5 inches is basically right there at the end of my pinky. So I do have a little bit left over. Nothing too major. Feels pretty darn good in hand. Do our size comparisons. Got the PM2. PM2, obviously a little bit larger knife, kind of, you know, tall, length, larger all around for the most part. And then the bug out. Now the Hinterland is a little bit longer in the handle, but pretty close as far as overall blade length. You got that sort of modified Warncliffe blade on it. Like I said, you do have the loop over clip, but you will have a little bit sticking out of your pocket, but due to the, you know, kind of the tapering of the handle, the profile of the handle, it's not a whole lot, just a little bit, maybe 1/4-ish inch, maybe 3/8. But oh, get a weight, and the overall weight is 3.1, so not bad, right on that, pretty much that, you know, that ounce per inch, it's in there. Now overall, I mean, we touched on some things. Not a whole lot of weight relief going on, so I mean, they could make it a little bit lighter, but at just over 3 ounces, I mean, do they really need to? I don't necessarily think so. Access to the liner lock is pretty good. I mean, I can actuate it without much problem. I don't really have to dig my thumbnail down in there at all. Pretty much. Lefties, there's one for the lefties. I mean, I know, there you go. Maybe I'm getting more coordinated with my left hand. Probably not. But, I mean, operability-wise, yeah, it's pretty accessible. No issues with that. But then again, the pocket clip is not left-hand friendly. So, just got to throw that out there. I mean, but overall, you know, for 26 bucks, it's not bad. I mean, you are kind of in the cutting path a little bit as far as your thumb studs. I mean, way back on the heel of the blade, you might get a little bit of a smile on there. Might give you, I mean, I don't know. You guys are probably much better sharpeners than I am. It's all good. I know my weaknesses. You know, overall, it's not a bad $26 knife. Really, the Detent's a little weak. Okay. It doesn't have all the fine tuning of a lot of your, you know, maybe $50 knives even, but for 26 bucks, 8CR13, decent blade. Like I said, a little over 3 inches, 3 1/4. That's not bad. Budget option. You know, I try to get a little bit of everything for everybody. I've had, you know, here recently I've had a lot of, you know, a little bit more expensive knives. So want to get some more budget stuff on the channel for you guys. You know, a lot of people, their budget's 50 bucks. So below 50 bucks. Actually, we just had somebody on SKL ask. This past week, what are some, actually he said under 100. And under 100, there's so many. You know, under 50, I mean, there's still really a lot of good choices out there. You know, this one's under 30. So for under 30, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I'm not mad at it at all for what they're asking and what you get in it. I think it's pretty solid for the price they're asking. So let me know what you think. If you agree, disagree, it's all good. That's why we're all here, to learn and talk and discuss and all that good stuff. So Really appreciate you guys stopping by. Thanks again to Elk Ridge Knives for sending this one out. We'll take a look at some Tactical Elite knives that they sent out as well. I've got 3 of them here. I think I just might do all of those together. We'll see. But anyway, guys, always appreciate you. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.